In my research of whether or not Jesus was actually born on December 25th, I came across this article from a Catholic Dr. Taylor Marshall titled, Yes, Christ Was Really Born on December 25th. Here's a defense of the traditional date for Christmas. As I read through the article, I noticed that in one of his footnotes, the author goes on to say, I realized that there are two courses of habeas. This theory only works if Zacharias and Elizabeth conceived John the Baptist after Zechariah's second course, the course in September. If St. Luke refers to the first course, then this would place the birth of John the Baptist in the fall and the birth of Christ in late spring. However, I think tradition and the Proto-Evangelium substantiate that the Baptist was conceived in late September. If you read the article in full, you will know that by Proto-Evangelium, the author refers to what's known as the Apocryphon or the Gospel of James, which is a well-known 2nd century Gnostic work. In other words, the author's whole premise is based on what he himself admits is a quote theory based on quote a tradition taken from a well-known to be 2nd century Gnostic work, the Gospel of James, which, by the way, is cited in the Quran along with other Gnostic so-called infancy Gospels, which include the Gospel of Thomas. The fact of the matter is that the earliest reference to Christmas as a quote Christian celebration of the Nativity occurring on December 25th dates from at least the 4th, if not the 5th century AD. In the Encyclopedia Britannica article on Christmas from the 11th edition, 1910, we read that the grounds on which the Church introduced so late as 350 to 440 a Christmas feast, till then unknown, or, if known, precariously linked with the baptism of Jesus, seeming the main to have been the following. 1. The transition from adult to infant baptism was proceeding rapidly in the East, and in the West was well nigh completed. Its natural complement was a festal recognition of the fact that the divine element was present in Christ from the first, and was no new stage of spiritual promotion coeval only with the descent of the Spirit upon him at baptism. The general adoption of child baptism helped to extinguish the old view that the divine life in Jesus dated from his baptism, a view which led the Epiphany feast to be regarded as that of Jesus' spiritual rebirth. This aspect of the feast was therefore forgotten, and its importance in every way diminished by the new and rival feast of Christmas. And second, the 4th century witnessed a rapid diffusion of Marcionite, or, as it was now called, Manichaean propaganda, the chief tenet of which was that Jesus either was not born at all, was a mere phantasm, or anyhow did not take flesh of the Virgin Mary. Against this view, the new Christmas was a protest, since it was peculiarly the feast of his birth in the flesh or as a man, and is constantly spoken of as such by the fathers who witnessed its institution. So next time you see an article like this or certain quotes alleging to be from earlier sources,